Calgary Place, hello my loves, marhaba haybeti. Third time filming. Third time's a charm, right? My mic has been acting out. So yeah, I'm hoping that this time everything is running well and we will get this video out and it'll be great. Before I start with the makeup stuff though, I feel like I just need a minute to just like have a moment with you guys. January kicked my butt, like just kicked my butt. I went into January, like it started strong and I went in when we did that resolutions video or the intentions video. Intentions, not resolutions. A name is a name. You make it what you want it to be, right? But we set an intentions video and I went to California, to Disneyland and IMATS, and I ran a great run and everything was strong and awesome and off to a good start. Nothing was perfect. The things that were still not great were not great, but it started off strong. And then things like I'm always in a conflicted position with how much I share about my sister because she didn't opt in to be here and she's a very private person, but her health has not been going so great. And then that takes a strain like anything else. And I got into a really bad fight with not really bad fight, but I got into a serious enough fight with a really close friend of mine. And then I had my car accident and it was just like, I got to a point after the accident where I was like, it wasn't anything major. So I don't mean to scare you guys. It wasn't anything major. I am going to, what's annoying is that it wasn't that bad. Like everyone walked away. I have some whiplash that I'm kind of dealing with, kind of the headaches and the body pains of that. And I'm trying to not listen to them. Like as much as I want to go, oh, come on, it wasn't that bad. I'm taking care of myself. I'm going to doctor's appointments. I'm going to chiro. I would rather face it head on and deal with it than kind of let it linger and get worse. It could have been so much worse is what I'm trying to get at, but it really shook me. And I got to a point where I think I even said this on Twitter. I was like, I'm not okay. Like I for a large part of 2016, even when things didn't seem like they were okay, I always wanted to be present in my daily life like I am with you guys here and putting out positivity and be like, it's fine, it's good, bigger picture. And I need that. I definitely need that in my life. But I got to a point where I was like, I'm not okay. And if I don't let myself get into the spot of it's not okay, I'm not going to process with these. I'm just going to kind of be superficially glazing over them. So I'm feeling better. Like, I'm okay. I feel like I can say that now. The things are still, like, I'm still, like I said, dealing with a medical part of the accident. My car is still in the shop. And I love my car. She's my baby. So I miss her. My sister's still not feeling great. But there's things outside my control that when I went through the parts of being sad and frustrated and angry about, and I let those things be processed, it's getting better. And that's just the things that have been hard and heavy on me very selfishly. There's been a lot of hard and heavy happening in the world. It's just, it's a sad and frustrating and angering place. And sometimes it feels superficial and I want to judge myself in the amount of time I spend watching YouTube videos or making videos and talking about lipstick and eyeliner, but in mascara eyeliner, as though I wear a lot of eyeliner, but you know what I mean, blush and highlighter. But to me it matters, and to me it made a difference. And I was sitting trying to think of how I wanted to talk to you guys about that as like a precursor to this. And then my beautiful friend Sarah Conley wrote a love letter for her blog that I'll link down below, in which she says that now more than ever we need these things that seem frivolous and vapid and superficial, because they're not. They provide us with much needed self-care and self-love in these times when that is so necessary. And so this is our place. This is our sanctuary where we can be positive, where we can vent when we need to, but also come as a place to just take a beat and to smile. And I don't know. To me, that's what this space is. That's where I show up on this side, and on the other side where I'm replying to comments. So I hope that it continue to be that place is where I'm getting at. Okay, so I felt like I needed to get all of that off my chest. Yeah, I just, a lot of times when I'm carrying, when I'm carrying things, you can tell because my walls are not that good. And so I thought I needed to get this all out. I know it wasn't makeup and all that, but I needed to get it all out so we could keep moving and talking about the other things. Okay, let's talk about some favorites. The first favorite I have, which I will film a video on like right after this one, so you'll see either tomorrow or next week, is the Real Techniques Diamond Sponge. I like how large it is, so how quick it makes applying your makeup. It was one of those buys that I got earlier this month, so I haven't used it all month long, but I've used it enough that I really enjoy it. The other one was one I talked about in my monthly, or Best of Beauty 2016. It's the Benefit Goofproof Brow Pencil. Mine is in shade 6. I've got a little bit of it in my brows today. I just love how quick and easy it is. With things being so busy, I've been all about quick and easy makeup on those days when I have the time to do makeup. It's great to have products that just help speed it along. I've also been loving the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. So this is in the shade Fair. I picked this up in California as well. I will say it's thicker. So I'm used to the MAC Mineralized concealer underneath my eyes. And that one doesn't crease at all because it's very, very emollient. This one is a little bit thicker, which gives me the look that I like, the really pop of brightness under the eyes. But I will say that it will crease a little bit. So you have to decide... pick your battles, not pick your battles, but decide if it's okay to have a little bit of creasing if you really want that look. Otherwise, I do highly recommend the MAC. It's just nice and easy to work with and non-creasy, basically. The other thing I've been loving, don't fall. Okay, there's my pencil rolling away. Is the Kat Von D Everlasting Face Shaper Blushes. So the shade Essex is what's on my cheeks today, and the other shade I have is Wish. I know she discontinued these because I believe they're not fully vegan, and she was taking her line to a fully vegan, in a fully vegan direction. But if you have these in your collection and this reminds you to pull them out, or you go on eBay or Instagram or whatever, they're just really, really beautiful, pigmented, blendable blushes. I highly, highly enjoy them. I love watching favorites videos because it reminds me sometimes of things that I've bought and put away, and so I just pull them back out. And so I thought I would share things with you, even if they weren't new. The next is this Kat Von D, the other shade is Wish, so it's this beautiful peachy sheen type of color. It's really lovely. In terms of lipstick, the only one that I could really call a favorite because I wore it multiple times is the Too Faced Unicorn Tears lipstick. I can't find this at Sephora, so I'm thinking it might be an Ulta exclusive. That's where I bought it. That is where I bought it myself. I like it because, like you see, it's blue, but it's not really like it's... I'll show you. It's got a duochrome nature to it, so you can build it up when you want to go full out unicorn tears, or you can wear it really gently over like a more nude lipstick. So I like it because it lets me put a little bit of edge to my more neutral lipsticks that I have to wear if I have like an important meeting or what have you. So I've really been enjoying that one. The next is the Clé de Peau Radiant Cream Foundation. My shade is 030, which is actually a little bit dark for me right now. My face has actually had a chance to change color now that I've like toned down the SPF 50 use on it. So when I bought it in the summer, my face had a little bit of color to it, and this was great. I think when I repurchase it, I'll step down a shade. I am almost done with this guy. It's like last little drops. Every day I think I'm done and I like squeeze a little bit more out. I love this guy. You guys notice it makes me feel like I have just flawless, beautiful skin. It's full coverage without being cakey. So it is really great. It is one I will repurchase. And then the last favorite I wanted to share with you guys is ITTSE's collaboration with Dani from Coffee Break with Dani, and it's the Lotus collection. So I have the shade Determined, this golden shade, on my eyes today. Fast makeup at its best. They're nice foiled pigments, so you can kind of lay down a base and then just pop a little bit of this on with your fingers and you're good to go. I'm still torn onto whether or not I want to put these in a quad because I really like the little sachets that they come in, but I think it'll be nice to put them in a little palette for ease of use. So I will eventually do that. Potentially, maybe I'll give them here, but I have really been enjoying the shades, and I believe this may be limited, so if you did want to get your hands on it, I would do it before it's gone. So yeah, that is it in terms of my favorites. Let me know what you guys have been loving this month. Thank you for allowing me a chance to vent. I really look forward to having this community be a source of support for one another, as well as selfishly for myself. So thank you. Points of positivity, let's do it. My first point of positivity, like I mentioned, is that great race at the beginning of the month. I felt strong, I felt happy. There were moments I felt tired and I wanted to stop, not gonna lie, with 13.1 miles. Not every mile is magical, irrespective of what anyone tells you. But the 80% of it was so beautiful and what I loved about running. And finishing with 20 minutes shaved off, and my personal best was totally unexpected, but totally a really awesome sense of accomplishment. Made me super happy. My second point of positivity is getting to go to IMATS. It was a really beautiful Saturday spent. I think I told you guys in my haul how special it was to actually get to meet Dani and have kind of that really beautiful moment. That's definitely my second point of positivity. And my third is that the weather has, knock on wood, seemed to have turned a little bit. We had -30, -35 weather almost straight throughout December, and the weather seems to have calmed down a little bit. For those of you who operate in Fahrenheit and wonder what that is, at -30, Fahrenheit and Celsius become the same. So it was cold. I'm very glad that it looks like the cold snap is behind us. So anyways, that is it for me today. As always, please let me know what's making you guys smile. I will talk to you soon. But before I leave you, as always, let me remind you that life is just way too short to wear boring lipstick. Bye, guys.